Okay, hello to you. This is continuing education, and this is week 1. This is the first module in an 8-week series. My name is Rebecca Leonardis, and I am part of this collection of amazing women who are here to educate you on essential oils. We are called the CE Collab, which is Continuing Education Collaborative. And we've put this material together because we know how valuable having a doTerra membership is. But what we also know is that sometimes you begin your membership and you might not know all of the ways that the oils can step in and support you in your life. They really are wellness and lifestyle tools, and you don't know what you don't know. So we've put these 8 modules together with the intention of sharing one specific topic, really exploring it with you and offering you some insight as to how the oils can go to work and really step up and serve you and your family. So each of the classes are going to be in and around 30 minutes or so. And in that class, as I mentioned before, you're going to discover new, maybe unique ways to use your essential oils, perhaps ways that you had never really considered using them. And that's the great thing about you having a doTerra membership, is that now you can explore these amazing health products, and you also have immediate access to programs like this, continuing education, where you've now become part of our community. And our commitment to you is supporting you and really getting that, that great confident feeling you have when you've found products that are working for you. That's the intention here. Now, in the 30-minute classes, what you'll also find is towards the last 5, maybe 10 minutes or so, we do like to share with you something that you might have already thought about. I know you probably know that it's available to you, but there is a business opportunity with doTerra, and we would be leaving a big chunk of wellness completely off the plate if we didn't address the opportunity that doTerra offers from a financial wellness perspective. So at the end of each of the modules, you'll hear us talk to you just a little bit, maybe about our own experience, or maybe like a key feature that we love about doTerra's business model. Because here's what's true, is we've put this material together for you to pique your curiosity and give you some insights into, what's available for you. But doTerra themselves have put all kinds of beautiful pieces of information and education together for you. So if what you hear in our 5 minutes about how the business has impacted us, if you hear something within that kind of, pulls on your heartstrings a little bit, or maybe resonates with you in some way, it's our hope that you will reach out and ask us a little bit more about it, because the opportunity has certainly it's certainly done a lot of wonders for myself, and I know the other women that you will hear from are also going to share a similar type experience. Okay, so to get to today's topic, today we're going to talk, because it's the kickoff week, we're going to talk about, I've got my oils, now what? But before we get started on today's topic, I do want to make sure that you completely understand that if you participate in all 8 of these classes, so you participate in some way, watching them all, or taking your time and watching them leisurely over a longer period, as soon as you are finished the 8 modules, there will be an opportunity for you to let us know that you've completed them, and you will get a free gift from the person who invited you to the series. So we'll talk more about the details of that, and I won't spoil any surprises right now by telling you what the gift is, but just know that your time is really meaningful to us. We know that time's the only non-renewable resource, right? So you spending some time getting really comfortable and confident with your doTerra membership means that you are taking these lifestyle choices as serious as we do. And we want to recognize and reward that commitment. In addition to getting a free gift, you're also going to be invited to our VIP event We want to celebrate our customers through appreciation event, which is kind of looking like it might be a virtual party, but completing those 8 modules will automatically get you access to that virtual party, which will happen in the new year. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, I think I've covered all the things. Now it is time for me to get into tonight's topic, or today's topic, depending on when you're watching this, of course. Let me pop over and do a screen share with you. I like to give you something to take a look at while I'm talking. If you're anything like me, sometimes learning is best when you can actually see something that's going on. So while that loads up, oh, that's taking up, there we go. I've got my oils, now what? Okay, this is a fun class actually, guys, because if you're just getting your oils, we really want you to take your time getting familiar with them and feeling comfortable with them. So if you would, you can write this down, or you could pop your response into your phone, or maybe just sort of log your thoughts in your own mind. Whatever you choose to do is completely up to you. But I would love for you to reflect back on the 3 reasons why you purchased doTerra in the first place. So you've probably attended a class or a workshop of some kind, and there had to have been some kind of messaging within that class that resonated with you because you purchased the oils, you became a doTerra member. So let's reflect back on that. And if it's a specific health goal, which is often why we come to doTerra, you know, perhaps it's digestive goals that you're looking to achieve, or minimizing stress through aromatherapy, anything along those lines, or even a more specific concern, that is usually what draws us into this membership in the first place. And then we begin to understand how much more is available to us because we accomplish what we came for. And then there is so much more that we can tag on to that. So if you haven't taken an opportunity, once you've written down your 3 reflections, I would encourage you to connect with the person who invited you to the series and find out what resources are available to you to look up when to use certain oils, or if you have a specific ailment or a specific health goal, how you find out what oils marry up to begin achieving that goal. There are apps available. There are some terrific books available. There's some specific websites that you might find value in. Just let us know what direction we can point you in, because not everyone is going to get value from an app. Not everyone will get value from an actual book. So we like to guide you in a way that suits you best, okay? I would love for you to take inventory of what you have so far in your home and how that marries up with 2 things: the oils that you have in your home, as well as what the goal was in bringing those oils to your home. So take a look at these 4 different categories, being foundations, exercise and weight management, rest and managing stress, as well as reducing toxic load. Circle the items, or just take a screenshot of this, or be mindful, maybe you just want to write it down. I want you to write down what you currently have on hand, because if you would like to connect with one of us, it's most likely going to be the person who enrolled you, of course, who is probably also the person who invited you to this series. You can have a wellness consultation with that person, and that will enable you to get really specific with your goals and with the products that you already have. So we're not looking to, bombard you with this idea that you need to add on and add on. It's highly likely that what you started your doTerra journey with is exactly what you need to achieve those goals. So that's an exciting thought. So let's connect with one another, spend that time. Just know that those wellness consultations are available to you, okay? So you've got your oils. Let me share a few tips with you now that you've got them in your home. I want you to know that you can have a lot of fun, particularly when it comes to diffusing essential oils. I'm always amazed at how we sometimes get locked into this idea of how you can use one oil at a time. If you're going to use lemon for its mood boosting and detoxification effects, that goes into the diffuser, and perhaps you think that's it. That's actually not it. And this is actually where it gets quite fun. You could pair that up in your diffuser with lavender or peppermint or another citrus oil and have a lot of fun combining different oils and discovering which ones really, really work for you. Okay, so please feel free and comfortable to experiment with what you've got in your diffuser. If you don't like it, it's pretty easy. You dump it out, you rinse it out, and you start over again. No harm done, right? Typically, we recommend going with a less is more philosophy because doTerra oils are so pure and so potent, as you learned probably at the time that you were enrolling with doTerra. A drop or two is going to be plenty for diffusing. So if you're combining, maybe you're using 2 or 3 essential oils, then think about 1 drop of each of them to start with, and then start building like a customized aroma for you and your family. If you haven't done this already, this is a fun tip. This is something that for me was a complete game changer, something that my husband and I never miss a day. It's been 6 years plus, and I don't think I've missed a day with my citrus oils in the water for a lot of those years. You want to remember this as I give you this tip. You always want to drink it out of something that is either glass or stainless steel or ceramic. That's just due to the fact that if you're drinking from plastic, essential oils are very powerful, remember? They can leach the toxins from the plastic and therefore, kind of compromise what you're drinking. So do make sure that you're using appropriate drinkware. And I want to suggest to you that now that you've got these oils in your home, it's highly likely that you have lemon. That's really kind of a basic one that we all start with. Maybe wild orange, but anything citrusy is amazing for adding to your water. And first of all, it does a couple of things for you. It ups the intake of your water because it's so enjoyable. Second of all, it's a mood booster. And third, it does some real wonders with supporting the body in the detoxification process. So give that a try as well. Now, topical use of essential oils is something that I highly, highly recommend. I am a mom of 3, and when we were first starting with our essential oils, I would have to say that this was the favorite amongst the kids because it was something that they could do for themselves. But it was very important, and it would be very important to you and your family as you're getting familiar with the potency of these oils. Remember that they have to be diluted properly. So you could either invest in some of the pre-made roller bottles. You've likely seen those, maybe the class you attended where you enrolled, maybe they even had some of those. If not, it's totally okay. It's great to make your own recipes as well. You're going to want to use a carrier oil, which could come in the form of the fractionated coconut oil. Now that you're a doTerra member, that's something you could easily add to your cart. I know my mom, as an example, she adds 1 fractionated coconut oil bottle to her order each month, and then she knows she has that base that she can create a lot of the products that she uses in her day-to-day routine. So you can do that as well. But you can also use some other products, like if you've got avocado oil in your home or jojoba oil, there are a lot of options available to you. My suggestion and reminder and tip in all of this is dilution needs to happen, particularly as you're getting used to how potent these essential oils are, okay? When you use them topically, don't forget from your intro class that the bottoms of the feet are such a great place to use your essential oils topically because you have these nice big pores and they're just waiting to soak in whatever they come into contact with. So remember the bottoms of the feet for using your essential oils topically, and dilute always. All right, now, one thing that I want to remind everyone of, if you didn't start with supplements added to your order, I didn't either. In fact, it might have been a year before I got started with my lifelong vitality supplements. And I'm just being honest with you about that because I was using a supplement. I thought it was a good one. I really didn't see a need to switch. However, I want to suggest to you this, if you're not already using them. Lifelong vitality supplements are amongst the highest, if not the highest rated supplements in the marketplace today. If you were to bring the supplemental information to your practitioner or whoever you seek your medical advice from, your healthcare advice, they would be very impressed with this product. So my tip to you, now that you're a member and now that you get a discount on this, is try them. You've got nothing to lose. And they are doTerra's #1 selling product. So it is very, very important that at some point you give these a try. Okay, now you should also know, if you weren't told this at your intro class, which I doubt because we love talking about this, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee with the supplements. So even if you tried them and you weren't impressed with them, it's okay. There's literally no risk to you because you can get your money back on them. So maybe on your next order, or maybe an order in the somewhat near future, give them a try. Do yourself a favor. They're not our #1 selling product for no reason. They are obviously working wonders for so many different people. You can start slow. You don't even have to take the full dose if that's not something that you're comfortable with, but making it a lifestyle will certainly be a priority and keeping at it. In fact, when I finally got started with mine, when I was using them, I wasn't 100% sure that they were working for me until I stopped using them. Sometimes you can use your supplements and then you can fall off the wagon and stop using them. That's when I really noticed the difference. I was feeling tired and groggy. That mental fog had returned. And the only thing that had changed was that I stopped using those supplements. So that's when I really began to discover that they were working for me. So please give them a try. Now that you're a doTerra member and you're really getting serious about these layers of health, this is top priority, is lifelong vitality supplements. What's cool about the lifelong vitality supplements too is that if you're participating in all 8 of these modules, next week is actually the class where you'll learn about nutrition and supplements. So that's really perfectly timed for your learning, for all the learning reasons. All right, so I have the privilege of sharing for you the first time ever this super cool program idea that doTerra came up with to support all of us, you and me, everyone who has already said yes to the doTerra opportunity, and only us. So someone who is not yet a doTerra member does not have the luxury of opting in for these programs that I'm about to tell you about. So these are wellness programs that are designed specifically to target things like immunity, pain, and mind and mood management. Get this, this is how this works. These get delivered right to your door because that's how our membership works, right? But if you think to yourself, oh gosh, doTerra has so much to offer. I really just don't even know where to start. But I know that immunity is a top priority for me. Then the wellness programs are going to be something you're really going to want to lean in and listen to. So what they do is they package products that are all supportive of boosting immunity, okay? You receive that bundle. You'll see the orange sort of neoprene bag on the left-hand side of the screen there. You'll receive that one in your first month. All you have to do is add the immunity kit to your cart. Amazing. It gets shipped to your door. The next month, you receive another package that lends itself, again, you're working on a goal of building immunity. Month number 2, it's supporting you even further in that endeavor. And month number 3, it's rounding out that initiative. 90 days it often takes to turn over cells. So 90 days of focused immune support. Amazing. And each month you're receiving brand new products. You're not getting duplicates. You're getting a well-rounded immunity program. After those 3 months, then you can opt in. If you wish, you can opt into the relief kit, which will begin to share with you in a similar style all products that provide relief both to the body and to the mind. You'll receive package number 1 in the first month, number 2 in the second month, and number 3 in the third. Then the next cycle would begin, which is mind and mood management, something that I firmly believe that we could all benefit from. And again, the same process happens. Now, if you are wishing to start, maybe not with immunity, but you'd like to start with the pain support one, the relief kit first, you can do that and you'll receive all 3 months consecutively to target that specific health goal. Now, if you're in Canada, which I am also, we can take advantage of the program that I just mentioned to you, but we can also take advantage of this. And this is more of a fast-tracked way of getting a little bit of each of those pillars of health. So we talked about getting immunity. So in month 1, if you're in Canada, you'd get a kit that was completely designed with immune support. In month 2, you would get a kit, the Soothe kit, which is completely designed around providing relief to the body and to the mind. And in month number 3, you would receive a collection that was specific to mind and mood management, all the calming effects. So as Canadians, we're kind of on the luckier side of that, because you can choose, do I want to get the products fast-tracked, or would I prefer to order from the US warehouse, because that's a nice thing, also having the opportunity to do both. But we can talk more about that. I just really wanted you to know that the wellness programs were now available. They just started October the 1st, so you're amongst the first people to know about this. And now that you're a doTerra member, you are absolutely part of the VIP collection of individuals that this was designed for, because we know that you take health seriously. So let's talk more about that. All right, and if you don't see something in the kits, we can always customize. Here's an example of a customized kit. We love putting these together based on your goals. So ultimately, what we want to do here is use the oils. We talked about some great tips for diffusing, not being afraid, getting courageous, and experimenting with our oils. We talked about we talked about using the oils topically and making sure that we're diluting and using maybe on the bottoms of the feet, trying new things. And then of course we talked about, now that you're a member, making the lifelong vitality supplements a priority. So you'll be using a lot of products over the next little bit. As questions come up, make sure you engage in our community and find out what those answers are. We're always here to support you. You're likely going to find yourself in a situation, though, I'll warn you now, where you're talking a lot about your oils. You're sharing them with other people is what you're doing. And in doing that, you'll likely be showing them how to use the oils. Maybe you'll even show somebody how to roll it on the bottoms of the feet. That's teaching other people. And that brings me into the next topic, which I promised you I would share with you, and that is, in fact, the doTerra business opportunity. There's 3 ways to share with people. They're very natural to the way we live our lives anyhow, but when you start talking about oils to other people, you end up creating this opportunity for yourself where your business goals and your lifestyle routines start to mesh themselves together. And this is where things can really get fun for you. 3 ways to share. You can refer. You get free oils, for doing things like that, referring to others, bringing other people into the business. You yourself, we can show you how easy it is to enroll your friends so they too have access to the discounts that you do. And then they also have access to these continuing education programs and a variety of other things that we have to offer as a doTerra community. That also allows for you, if you're enrolling friends, there is a commission associated with that. You do earn, so there's an opportunity to earn in that way. There's also an opportunity, like I have taken advantage of, and like many of the educators that you'll be hearing from over the next 8 weeks have also taken advantage of, because we share so often and because we love just the simple way that you can show people how to use their oils. We've begun to build a team, and you start attracting a lot of people who are of similar thinking to yourself, people who, are seeking health information, who are interested in natural options. And then you find that it is something that they too want to share. Before long, the opportunity exists where you can create a team, which not only creates, an opportunity for you to have your oils paid for, but it also, in many cases, a case like mine, has replaced not only my income, but also my husband's income. So, and that's not something you plan for ahead of time. When you start using the oils, it's just something you become aware of because you fall in love with the oils and you really just naturally share. So if you are sort of in a position in life right now, excuse me, where maybe you are looking for a little bit of residual income, maybe you are sort of tired of the grind that a lot of jobs these days demand. I know that was part of the reason why doTerra was so attractive to me, is that As I mentioned before, I'm the mom of 3, and I was doing an awful lot of traveling. I was away from home a lot and just generally not living a healthy lifestyle. There were tremendous demands on my time, and it just didn't feel good. And anytime I wanted a vacation, or I don't even think I ever asked for a raise, it just didn't even cross my mind. Having to ask for permission for those things became something that I was a little bit resentful of, because I put so much effort into my work. When this opportunity was shared with me, I thought, here's my opportunity to be rewarded for exactly the amount of effort that I put into something. And that just felt good. Plus, I'm using and talking about products that have benefited my health, my family's health, my extended family, my friends, and then it just keeps going beyond and beyond. It's magical to watch it happen, to be honest. If any part of that resonates with you, and you would even like to just peek your head in and see what it's all about, there's never pressure from any of us in this group. We share what we know, and we share from our own personal experiences. doTerra is very transparent with the opportunity, so we can even just sort of point you in that direction, and you can explore on your own. But some of the key questions that come up, when we're talking about why doTerra and why would you even consider it now, these are some of the key points that, they just sort of land, if you know what I mean. First of all, doTerra is the largest essential oil company in the entire world right now, which is very significant considering they are such a new company. Are they 11 or are they 12 now? Regardless, it's a very young company to be that successful. They are in the ranks of the Amazons and the Apples and the Googles of the world. So they operate very differently, but their level of success can be compared to those types of organizations. We're the most tested, most trusted oils in the entire marketplace. That's really a special thing. We're used by more and more doctors every single day and hospitals worldwide. We're ethically and sustainably sourced. This one is very true to my heart. We work directly with the farmers. I had an opportunity with my husband not even 2 years ago to visit Guatemala and spend time with the farmers in that area where cardamom is actually sourced, and got to see the entire process from planting the seed to the distillation process to what it arrives in when we order it on our LRP. It was the most beautiful experience, and it really gave me confidence that what doTerra says is happening around the world is really happening around the world. I'd love to share more about that story with you if that connects with your heart. Our compensation plan is absolutely genius. I mentioned before, you get paid for the effort that you put in, okay? And it doesn't happen overnight. It's not easy work, but it is work that pays off if you're willing to be consistent and be committed to something. And I know you are. We have a very high retention rate. We're a privately owned company, and I share that with you because when you're privately owned, you make your own decisions. You speak for yourself. You're not catering to shareholders. You're not answering to anyone at all. And that's a really fabulous company, a really great place to be, great position to be in. doTerra is debt-free with no outside funding. So why do I share that with you? Again, this is important to you because when you work alongside a company that doesn't owe anybody anything, that's when they can put their money where they want to put their money, with us as wellness advocates, because they know that we're the heartbeat of the company. That's why our compensation plan is actually genius. They can afford for it to be. Also, on top of that, the research. Any idea how long it takes to get an ingredient researched? If you're from the medical community, you know this. doTerra, not owing money to anyone, is able to fund research quicker, pay for it, have it available to the public so that the end consumer has it available to them in a timely way, and it's at a time where it really, really matters to them. That is a very big deal. Something that really meant a lot to me. You'll notice there's not a lot of marketing with doTerra. We are really a word of mouth type of company. You won't flip through the pages of a magazine and see a doTerra ad anywhere. All of the money that this company has as profits is invested in the heartbeat, the research, the people, the farmers, the communities that we're partnering with from around the world. So if any of that is like, oh, that sounds so nice, then this might be a company that is worth taking a look into. Maybe it is a company that you could see yourself aligning with somewhere down the road. But just know that that opportunity is available to you, and we do love to talk about it. We are very open about our own personal experiences, and you can ask us anything. Any of us educators in this collaborative are very open book about our earnings and the work that goes into it. So you can really ask anything. Nothing's off the table. So I want to thank you so much. I will end with this quote. When you share doTerra products, you bring hope and wellness to people you love, your community, and ultimately the world. Selling the doTerra way is about service, one drop at a time and one person at a time. We are servicing the world with wellness solutions. And that's from one of our executives, one of our founders. So these are the brilliant hearts behind this company. I want to thank you so much for watching module number 1. I hope you'll join us for the next 7 weeks, because we're so excited that you have committed to doTerra, that you have become a member. See, commitment's not a scary thing when you love what it is that you're using and what you're trying, right? We're here for you. We are always going to be available to you to help answer questions and better understand how the oils can really service you and how they can go to work for you in your home. Thank you very, very much. We'll look forward to seeing you in the future modules. Take care.